Okay, so I'm going to do a structured power hour a little differently than I actually do it. In the chat, I'm actually posting an interval timer that I just made tonight that I'm going to start using to like reorganize my power hours. So that's something that I'm going to start using too. So I'll go over that at the end. But right now, to start with this, I want us to start with 10 minutes of personal development. And if you can highlight in your book, do that. But what I want this goal of the personal development to be for the first 10 minutes is to like highlight anything or write down or take note in your phone, anything that really stands out to you that you can later make a post about. And if there's multiple things, that's amazing. But the one thing I want you to focus on with the PD right now is to pick out something that you can actually like make a post about, something that really sticks out to you in your PD. And if that doesn't happen, that's okay. That might just mean you're not actually reading the right PD for you right now. So I'm going to start a timer on YouTube, and then you'll probably hear it go off, but that's going to be the first 10 minutes. Starting now. Okay, so hopefully you found something in those 10 minutes. And if we have a bit of time at the end, I would like to share some things that I highlighted, and maybe you guys can too. The next thing I want to do is, so go to your Explore page on your phone. You guys know where the Explore page is? You click on Instagram, you click on the magnifying glass, and then this is your, frick sakes. This is your Explore page. So this is what Instagram picks for you to see because they think you like these things. And it's all based on, like, if you actually go pick a photo, at the very bottom, it'll say, based on photos you liked. So Instagram is showing me this because of other photos that I liked. So what I want you to do is go to your Explore page, find a post that stands out to you, and go to their likes from that post. So I just actually have to find one that I like. Okay, so this girl, I'm gonna go to see everyone who liked her post, and I'm gonna scroll through and find anyone that has Insta stories. So when they have like the purple circle around it, that means like they're active on Instagram, like really active, because not only did they like this person's post recently, but they have stories. So I want you to go through and watch Instagram stories and interact or comment on any stories that you like. So if you're intrigued or engaged by one of their stories, comment on it, because they're more likely to see that in their messages that someone commented on their stories, and then you get their eyes on your page. So I'm gonna do another 10-minute timer for us to just go through and comment on people's Insta stories. And then at the end, I'll show you how you can easily track it at the end instead of tracking each one. You can pretty much go through your DMs and just write down all the names of the people that you've just messaged from their Insta stories. So that's an easier way to track your new connections after this. So I'm going to set another timer. I'm going to go through and comment on stories. I'm going to mute my computer so that you don't hear me watch all the Insta stories. Oh, I'm going to start that over, my bad. Okay, go. Oh my God, you guys, I'm sorry. I really have to show you this right now. Can you see that freaking rainbow? Oh my God, how insane is that? I'm sorry, I just really continue. Okay, guys, so that is that 10 minutes. The next thing we're going to do, you guys want to hear me again, right? Okay. Next thing we're going to do is okay, so same thing is pick either that same post that you like or go find another post. This time, make sure that the page you're on isn't like super foreign and that they're like Canadian, US, or UK. And like France is okay because we're launching in France, so getting France people on your page might not be a bad thing, but that's still like till next year, so just in the back of your mind. Make sure they don't have a lot of random foreign followers. So like if you're scrolling through their likes and they're like a bunch of random countries, like just pick somebody else, or it's just going to take you longer to go through. But you're going to go through and click on someone's page that you like their photo or their name is normal, and you look at their bio and their feed, and if you like them, you're just going to go like a few of their photos, comment on a few of them, and interact with their page that way. So set the timer again. And if you guys really like them, follow them for sure. Just don't go following like an insane amount of people, because the follow unfollow thing doesn't really work that well anymore. Oh, this girl's so cute. She's already a coach. Duh. I just literally clicked on like 20 private profiles in a row. Oh. Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm already blocked from sending messages. God damn. I really want to message this girl. I'm just gonna follow her. Write her name down. Oh. Okay. So another thing, because we went through and like was commenting on people's stories, you're probably gonna get blocked sooner than later. So I couldn't like send messages on those pages that I wanted to. So that being said, you may or may not be able to do this next part, which was the most important part I wanted to do. Actually, you might be able to because we're doing it through a different way. So go to one of your recent posts, preferably one that has a call to action on it. So meaning, you guys know what a CTA is, right? Call to action, like something that you're asking them to do, like, do you want to join me? Do you want to join my boot camp? Who's ready to do this? Like stuff like that. But even if not, go on a post that's like a workout post or a post talking about fitness or nutrition or the journey or anything like that. Because what we're going to do is go invite every single person that liked that post. Okay, maybe 10 people, maybe 30 people. So maybe pick one that has a few more likes on it. Because if they've interacted with your page, chances are you can message them without being blocked most of the time. Especially if they're following you, you can for sure. So I'm actually going to go to my B100 post. And okay, there's 68 people that like that. So skipping through my first 4 people, which is like half of you guys, I'm going to go through. Oh my God, a lot of coaches like this. So I'm going to go through and you can see like who you're following and stuff, but go through and find people that like aren't coaches and invite all of those people to join you. If you need help crafting an invite, let me know. If you have an invite, put it in the chat so we can see it and I can help you with that. But essentially say something like this. Hey, so-and-so, I saw you liked my post about blank, Morning Meltdown 100. I actually have promo codes for this month and I'd really love to offer you one and invite you to my next fitness challenge. Would you like to learn more? Boom. Pretty freaking simple, easy. Oh, I wrote that down, so I'm just going to copy and paste it in the chat to help you guys. But if that's something you like wouldn't say at all, don't say that. Make it something that you would say. But that's pretty simple to be like, you liked my page and I saw you, so do you want to join me? It's kind of cold, but it's kind of not because they put themselves on your post. So if you have to go through multiple posts to do that, we can do that as well. But I'm only going to do 5 minutes of this, mostly because I'm blocked, but also because I just want to go through a few more things after this. Go. Oh my God, this girl's bio. Currently doing hashtag MM100. Not a coach, don't need a coach. Okay. I'm still gonna message her. I'll just tell you what I said too, because this is an interesting situation. You guys would probably move on, but if she's saying not a coach, don't need a coach, chances are she's not working with one, meaning she would have been assigned a random coach and you can switch coaches. And so I just said, hey friend, I saw you liked my Morning Meltdown 100 post and saw that you committed yourself. How are you liking it? Literally just like, how's it going? Because chances are every other coach that saw that fucking moved on. And who knows, maybe she's ready for accountability, or she's having FOMO and wants to be part of a team. Who knows? She may yell at me, but we'll find out. So here's another invite I said. Hey friend, I saw you liked one of my posts about Morning Meltdown 100. Have you committed to 100 yourself? If not, I would love to offer you a promo code for this month to join us. Boom, simple. I don't even know this girl. She has like 5,000 followers. So that was only 5 minutes. I'm just finishing this message. So one thing I want you to do right quick now though is track who you messaged. So there's 2 different types of people we messaged. We did connections first, and then we did invites. So go through and make sure you write down new connections and then the invites so that you can keep track. And I'm just going to talk while you guys do that if you can multitask at the same time. So one thing about, you've probably heard this, and if you haven't, I'm definitely going to tell you guys now. Fortune is in the follow-up, literally. So month and a bit ago, I messaged this guy. I just started messaging guys because I'm like, dudes love supplements. Maybe they want some of this shit. And I'm starting to enroll people under James. So it's like I can put dudes under James and they might feel like less weird about it. I messaged this guy and he was in Alberta and he was moving back here to Halifax and he seemed really excited and he was going to talk to his friend about it. And then he moved here and he talked about his friend. His friend kind of was like, nah, which I think made him go, nah. So I just literally sent him a message today and was like, hey, how's things going? And we got into a conversation he's been watching me ever since. And obviously I don't find this guy creepy, or else I would have like blocked him. But we got into talking for like a while, and I sent him a share a cart and a promo code today. So fortune in the follow-up, meaning most of the time, 99% of the time, people are going to say no. Definitely the first time. I don't think I've ever had anyone be like, yeah, sign me up. Like, they have no idea. And they're obviously going to creep you and see who you are for a while. So fortune in the follow-up, meaning you cannot follow up with anyone if you don't invite anyone in the first place. So invites might be scary, but you know you're going to have people to follow up with if you've invited people in the first place. I've had like a lot of people recently say like, I'd really appreciate it if you stop asking me. But then it's like they still don't block me, and they still like creep on my stuff every once in a while. I'm going to continue to ask you. You're following me for a reason. If you don't tell me why you're following me, if it's just for the long distance relationship or like the military stuff, if you don't tell me, I'm going to keep asking you. And then I just tell them, the reason I don't give up on you is because my coach never gave up on me. And Sammy asked me for 6 freaking months. And I kept saying no, but I liked her shit. I kept following her. And then I finally said yes. So it's like, I just tell them like, I don't give up on people because of this and my story. And I wouldn't be here today if she didn't believe in me more than I believed in myself. And because they'll always have that in the back of their mind for that one day that they're like, oh, I really need that girl that reached out to me. And by some miracle, sometimes they come around. Also, I was going to say something else. Oh yeah, I was watching a new coach call that Sammy did to make our new coach call that I did for you guys. And like 3 of her now diamond top coaches had blocked her on Instagram before. Like full on blocked Sammy on Instagram because they hated how much she showed up every day. And then they missed her, I guess, and unblocked her, and now they're some of her diamond coaches. Like, so don't take anything personally. The people that will come around. And I think a lot of that too has to do with handling objections publicly. So I don't know how often you guys watch my stories. I hope you dabble in them, but I hope you also don't like spend all day watching my stories because I post a lot of shit. But Sammy's the one person where I will literally not miss any of her stories. But that's also because we're really good friends now. So don't get stuck into like people's stories, because even us going through 10 minutes of like watching those stories over and over, like that takes so much time. It probably went by faster than you thought that it did. What was I saying? I'm so bad. Yep. I don't even remember. I don't remember what I was talking about. Okay. What do I want to go over? Okay, let me see what else I had in here. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I wrote this down, which I'm going to kind of get you guys to do on your own time. So first, I'm going to go through that timer that I made tonight because I needed a new like power hour. So the first part is goals and affirmations. So most of you, if you're one of the people on this call and you didn't do this, you can do this tonight. But I got everyone to write down their why. And then I got them. No worries. I'll put the recording up, Mariah, so that you don't worry about it. Oh yeah, Haley Christian is like, I spoke to her in real life on the cruise and I was like, oh my God, it's Haley. Anyways, so she had like pink hair and everything. She's like, oh, she's amazing. Okay. So the first thing in this timer is goals and affirmations. So if you didn't write down your why and record it, you can do that. So I got everyone to say their why into a voice memo on their phone so they can listen to it every morning. So listening to your affirmation and your why, and then writing down your goals. Legit, physically, I got this book. It is 300 pages. And literally every single day, I'm writing down my goals every single, that's all this book is me physically writing out my goals every single day. And I've had 2020 Elite, 5-star diamond, top 10 in Team Better for it, earned $20,000 this year. Holy shit, that's a lot of money. Diamonds in the house, I wrote that too. Poppin' emeralds every day. And then money goals, which I don't really, monthly and weekly money goals. But literally writing that shit down every single day to keep my mind on, okay, these are my freaking goals. It's gonna happen. Because I really find that writing them down every day solidifies like, okay, this is what I'm doing. And then listening to your why to actually be like, okay, this is why I'm doing this, and I'm gonna make it freaking happen. And then there's visualizing your future, which sounds kind of dumb, but it's in the Miracle Morning book. If you haven't read it, it's one of the steps. And literally, I will sit there, I'll close my eyes, and I visualize myself living in a house with James with a big field, and he's mowing the lawn because he's obsessed with mowing the lawn, and our kids are running around the side of the house. I have a big wraparound deck, and I'm just chilling on the deck, like looking onto our lake and picturing me driving the kids around in the boat. Like literally, I think about this shit every single freaking day. And it's like, this is why I'm doing this. This is what I'm living for. Then I have new convos. So 10 minutes of either going through stories that way. You can also go through hashtags. You can follow hashtags now too, and hashtags have stories. So pick a hashtag that relates to you. I'm going to pick Fur Mom, but don't do that because so many coaches use Fur Mom and there's a million Fur Mom hashtags. But pick a hashtag that relates to you, whether it's like Army Girlfriend. And sometimes they have Insta stories for the hashtag, or you can go through the hashtags and connect with people that way versus just your explore page. So connect with people, connect with new people that likes your photos, that commented on your feed. And the next is invites. So going through and inviting people that you like or people that you've connected with in the past, people that like your photos. Then it's follow-ups. So this is why tracking is important. You can't follow up with people if you don't track who you've invited before or had a conversation with before. Every person that signed up, like you guys were, both, all three of you were follow-ups. Like, let's be realistic. Like multiple follow-ups, okay? So make sure you're tracking because then you can't follow up with people you don't know who you've talked to. Answering messages. So answer any messages in your Instagram or your Facebook that people have messaged you. And as you start connecting with more people, you'll get more messages to connect with more people. Then read personal development. So I put it at the end, but you guys can kind of do this schedule in whatever way you want that works for you. But the reason I put it at the end, which is funny because like they'll usually tell you to read personal development beforehand, but listening to your why and your goals and affirmations is why I put the PD at the end too. So read PD, I put 15 minutes. I only did 10 minutes today just because I wanted to get through some stuff. And then highlight things in your PD that connect with you that you're like, oh my God, yes, you're speaking to me. And then craft a post. So whether you craft a post related to that PD or not, just anything you think of that day, or if you have a marketing plan, I don't really do a marketing plan anymore because it stresses me out, but keep track of what type of post you're doing. Like no one does this, but no one has, unless they're a nutrition page. No one has 5 days of nutrition in a row. Like no one does that. And I suck at posting nutrition because I eat the same shit all the time. But don't put fitness, 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 fitness. Be like fitness, life, nutrition, fitness, my outfit. This is how I felt today. Like just different things about your life to get people connected. So crafting a post about that or anything that you read in your PD that speaks to you. And then the last little bit is planning your day. So if you're doing Miracle Mornings, you can plan the rest of your day. It's like you're going to work. When you get home, you have these things on your to-do list, your brain dump, whatever. If it's at night, you can easily be crafting your post for the next day. So it's drafted and done. You just boom, post. That's like super awesome because it's not stressful. And then creating your to-do list and your calendar for the next day. And obviously, if you guys are doing power pockets, break these up into chunks of things that you can do. But the one thing I would definitely do in the morning is your why, your affirmation, your goals, writing that shit down. Okay, and the last little thing I wanted to do, oh my God, it's been an hour, is I just wanted to go through like one of the things that I highlighted. This chapter was about numbing and what you do when you want to like numb your emotions. But a few things I highlighted was emotional pain can be like physical pain, warning us that something is wrong. And then this, so this is like one thing it mentions is that the farther along you get into your personal development journey, the more that this will happen. Like, okay, sorry. Many people can mindlessly watch TV and not realize they've eaten an entire bag of chips until an hour later, or heavy denial that 4 glasses of wine a night are much more than they need. It's like people do that and people can relate to that. Like, I honestly don't think I've ever done something like that, but I'm like, okay, this is stuff people can relate to. Like, how can I bring it into a post about my life and what I've done? What else to highlight? I thought I highlighted one other thing. But pretty much this was like connected to me in a few ways. Another thing I highlighted was who doesn't want joy, bliss, optimism, and love? Because then the rest of this goes into us trying to avoid like our other emotions because all we want are these ones, but like avoiding these ones actually makes shit way worse. So something about that I would be able to like craft into a post. So I just highlighted a few of those things. But I don't want to waste any more of your time. I definitely want you guys to be on the Mandy call because this is probably going to be a call I actually stay up for. So I'm probably going to like lay down and like set an alarm and wake up and get on this Mandy call because she's amazing. She's grown really, really fast. And I think it would just be a really good call to be on. So now that I've recorded this, you guys can kind of refer back to it, go through that power hour timer that I did. You guys can make your own timers on that website too. I'm actually kind of mad because you can't like edit them. So it's like you have to make a whole new one if you want to change it around. But you can make your own timers that work for you. If you have to make the pocket ones and do the little pockets throughout the day, then you do that too. But hopefully this helped you guys a little bit into like getting into like what to do. Like, how do I invite people? How do I start new conversations? Where do I go? So hopefully this has helped a little bit. And I will see you guys with Mandy tonight. If I don't, you better watch the recording. But definitely be on live because being on live in the chat is like way better. I feel like every time I rewatch a team call, I have FOMO that I wasn't part of the chat because it's almost like insider jokes. But yeah, so thanks for hopping on. I think this is the most people I've had on a call. It makes me happy. But I'll definitely get this uploaded and put into the file. So thanks for joining me. See you later.